Right.
What's going on, Solid Steppers? This is Miss Ward coming to you from Tarpon Springs. I'm about to take care of a client, but I was listening to a video. Shout out to Diamond Dave, and in the video, it's basically talking about why it is not good business sense to serve you. And it made me think about the courses that people have in appliance repair and other courses that are actually really good courses, but because the people who take the courses aren't consistent, don't have business acumen, don't understand where to put the dollars, what to invest in, and what to focus on, they fail at appliance repair. And the reason, that's why I'm having this conversation, because I hear a lot of people throw people under the bus. As a student, it is your responsibility to be clear about where you're lacking and to focus on those areas. How do you figure out where you're lacking? You get boots on the ground and see where your challenging areas are. If you're having problems with schematics and electrical diagrams, because a lot of y'all think that you can go and get in appliance repair and survive off of pattern recognition. Those days are over. If you don't understand theory and how the systems work, how do you know how to troubleshoot and properly diagnose? Now, some of y'all don't care because y'all just trying to get a quick lick, but this conversation ain't for you, so see your way out. The reality is there are those people who are frustrated and really want to do well and really want to be profitable and really want to have a business where they can make enough money to invest and do some other things in life. And the only way you're going to get there is to invest in your true training and education. That's not all on the instructor. I have so many people I talk to and they got these wild ass ideas of what they want to do, but they haven't executed the damn thing. They in paralysis analysis and they kicking tires. That's why Miss Ward has no time for the nonsense, because while you're trying to grow up and figure out how to be a man or a woman, it's not my responsibility to hold your hand. And that's not harsh, that's real. And see, the problem we have with being in America is that we have first world problems. That we want to complain, we want to talk about discrimination, what's not fair. But the point is, we're in one of the best countries on earth to bootstrap your way up, no matter what industry you choose. And that's why I'm having this conversation. I listen to people talk about, I didn't get what you need. I needed here. I didn't get. Well, guess what? That ain't their responsibility. It is your responsibility to extract everything out of that instructor or anybody that you're using for a specific resource. Now, the people that I deal with and I coach, they get tired of me because if I take you on, you're really like a project for me. So I'm going to make sure you don't fail, because then that's a reflection of me. I take it personally. Now, other people who are much more intelligent than me and who truly have what I consider elite business intelligence, they don't even get emotionally involved. Look, here's the course, figure it out. You need some help, make an appointment. But 99% of the time, the problem is the student. A lot of times it ain't the teacher. And I hear people complain about instructors and teaching, and they're human. But at some point, you have to take responsibility and be like, okay, I don't really like this person, but I'm going to get as much game as I can, because I understand that the larger picture is bigger than my immediate discomfort. When are we going to learn that we have to go through a little discomfort? See, this is the luxury of being in America, and then you wonder why people come to this country and surpass you. They surpass you because they understand what hunger, destitution, and not having opportunity looks like. I know it's guys out here, I see them all the time working on these sites, working on these lawns, because with Florida, you cut a lawn, time before you cut off the lawnmower is growing again, especially now. And at the end of the day, you can sit back and take notes on how other groups move. I am always open to learn from any and everybody. That's why I have so much exposure and I can speak to a number of situations, because not only am I listening to what somebody says, but I'm not going to believe you on the first rip. Now, I will take it and be respectful, but I'm going to get back and do some back end research, because I'm very clear that there's a lot of people getting got out here on this internet because they think they can buy a course and it's the answer. And they're looking for the sauce, and the sauce they don't understand has to do with study, application, execution, and excellence. Until people understand that everything, the way you do one thing is how you do everything, They're never going to know. And this is why my circle is as small as it is. And it actually gets smaller every day. Because as I continue to grow and mature as a human being, as a business professional, and as a person, there just comes a time when you just surpass the circle. And it's nothing personal. Like I said, people got something to say about Jay-Z all day long. But the reality is, he surpassed them circles. He had to make moves for the future. And I'm not hating on him. I don't agree with anybody. But at the end of the day, all I'm doing is gathering data so I can make the best choices for myself. You follow me? And I suggest you do the same. Like right now, one of my biggest issues with people is seal system. You're getting ready to be knocked out of those other areas. You better get you a skill set in appliance repair that you can charge accordingly, that everybody afraid of. R600, they scared of that. Well, guess what? Go learn how to wear R600 out, because you can't fight it. It's already here. Same thing with dealing with LG, Samsungs, and these other ones. You need to know this stuff like the back of your hand. I don't care if LG or Samsung ain't playing servicers. If you don't know what you're doing and you need to get that game, you better go sign up, learn the system, and then get out and use it to your advantage. Because the reality is that this ain't nobody waiting on nobody. And let's not even talk about lock ring. I mean, shoot. It's a lot of people not a fan of lock ring, but 99% of them aren't a fan because systems leak, blah, blah, blah. But instead of complaining about it, figure out how you can perfect the process and the system don't leak on you, number one. Number two, when they come from the factory leaking because you're exposed, that means when you go look at the unit, you light years ahead of everybody else because you have worked with them enough to know where the problems are. The speed of accurate diagnosis is such a game changer, but how do you get to that level? The only way you get to the level of speed of diagnosis, accurate diagnosis, is to put in the work. From diagnosing, from failing, from misdiagnosing, all this stuff. This is called real life. Everybody don't understand A plus B equals C. 1 plus 1 equals 2. It's never going to change. The only component that's going to change is your work ethic, your focus to detail, and your desire for excellence. I'm telling you. And you control that. I tell people every day, you are wonderfully and beautifully made. But if you sitting here listening to that negative self-talk and all that drama they said to you when you was a kid, or how people treated you, you still are in control of your life. There's no reason for anybody to be struggling and nobody to be broke. Because how you figure that out is, okay, this didn't work. I took a financial blow. You think, Mr. Water, man, I take financial blows every day. Every day. Because I'm that chick. You feel me? But the whole key, oh Lord, my sister. Y'all, gosh, I gotta pause this. I'm gonna be right back.